Where is that scarlet speedster in that bright red and yellow suit, the Flash? He would usually come running after me and just take the bag off me and put me in handcuffs right now. Well, it looks like I'm gonna get away with another bank robbery without the Flash showing up. Well, George Digger Harkness, aka one of Flash's villains, aka Captain Boomerang. How about we both end this quietly and peacefully so I can make sure that you're locked up back in the prison, back in Central City, back in Iron Heights. But, well, luckily, I managed to call some of my other superhero friends for some backup. It looks like you won't be getting away with none of your extra bank robberies, Captain Boomerang. Well, it looks like your super buddies decide to come and help you try and stop me from this Gotham City National Bank robbery. Well, it looks like I'm better get going. Well, if I can't take you all down, how about a boomerang might knock your heads right out? I'm gonna make sure I knock you right out. Oh, thanks, Aqualad. Thanks for the save. Thanks for saving me, preventing me from getting myself knocked out by Captain Boomerang's boomerangs. Get it? Boomerangs by Captain Boomerang? Ha! That's a new joke. No worries, Wally. Anything to do to help our teammates. Well, it looks like another criminal down to justice. Well, it looks like another win for the young Justice wins again. Well, George Digger Harkness, it looks like you won't be committing no more bank robberies for a while, hopefully not for a long time. Well, have fun being locked up back in your prison cell in Iron Heights, back in Central City, Captain Boomerang. No. Look, I'm not stealing the cash for myself this time, okay? A group of criminals had hired me to pay me $4,000 so I can give them their money to steal from the bank here in the Gotham National Bank so I can give them this money for some evil master plan. Look, I swear, I'm not lying. If I was lying, I wouldn't be this serious right now, okay? I swear, Captain Boomerang, if you're lying, I'm gonna have to break your arm, and I'd rather not hurt you, because I'd rather hear you telling the truth than lying. Connor, that's enough. We don't interrogate criminals like that wanting to break their bones. Sorry about that, guys. I lost my temper again. I'll promise I'll make sure I'll never do it again, I promise. Well, Connor, just make sure you just pause and breathe in and out first and also make sure you think as well before you overreact. Now, where were we? Getting back to interrogating Captain Boomerang? By all means, Superboy. Well, let's do this properly this time. Well, Digger Harkness, who fully hired you to come here to Gotham City National Bank to steal over $1,000 or $2 million in cash? Who sent you? Fine, whatever, mate, I'll talk. Look, a couple of criminals are supposed to go to Lexcorp tonight over some massive criminal meeting. And Lex Luthor is mainly the person who's basically organising the criminal meeting at 12 at noon tonight. Who else is attending that Lexcorp criminal meeting tonight, Captain Boomerang, beside yourself? Besides Lex Luthor running it at his criminal warehouse at Lexcorp, who else is attending tonight's 12 a.m. criminal meeting? Besides Lex Luthor, there's supposed to be Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, Earbart Thorne, aka Reverse Flash, and Black Manta and Damien Dark. Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow, Raj Al Ghul and Bane, and some guy that looks like Vandal Savage. He didn't even sound like Vandal Savage. His voice sounded like a deeper voice or whatever. Vandal Savage is dead, remember? That's why Lex Luthor and Reverse Flash, aka Earbart Thorne, have planned a private criminal meeting tonight, isn't that right, Captain Boomerang? Yeah, that's all I know. I don't know who else is supposed to attend tonight. I was supposed to, but now you guys have caught me. God, what else am I gonna think? Oh yes, I also remember one more thing that Lex Luthor told Slade about murdering two other criminals. Last night in Iron Heights, that Deathstroke broke into Iron Heights and murdered Captain Cold. Before Captain Cold got himself murdered in his Iron Heights prison cell last night by Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, Lex Luthor demanded an agreement with Toyman for some dangerous illegal weapon. So he basically demanded Slade to kill Toyman, and Toyman was left bleeding in his toy shop warehouse. My God, Captain Boomerang, that was a little bit too much information, but the best we'll have to do. It looks like the meeting's gonna happen at Lexcorp tonight. You better be there on time, or else they're gonna start without ya.
Evening, gentlemen. Thank you for freeing up your spare time. We have a lot to discuss. Meanwhile, I hired Captain Boomerang to start a massive robbery, stealing $2,000 million and $2,600 out of the Gotham City National Bank. My illegal weapon was supposed to be ready at that time since Captain Boomerang stuffed it all up. He stuffed up the robbery. No thanks to you, Digger Harkness.
No one can stop us, Lex. Especially me. I have more stronger muscles than that silly Batman. I am Bane!
Oh, for God's sake, shut the hell up, Bane. I'm not asking you again. I don't want to hear about your dumb, stupid muscles. When I'm talking, you don't interrupt. Don't make me want to kill you like how I demanded Slade to kill Toyman and Captain Cold. Yes, where the hell was I? Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. Since Vandal Savage is dead, we have a new member replacing him. Introducing Curtis Knox.
Thank you, Lex Luthor. As I am the new third leader of the Legion of Doom, Reverse Flash, aka Eobard Thawne, and Lex Luthor and I will be discussing the main plan of how to kill the Justice League and the Young Justice, is what the young teenage superheroes are calling themselves. If we can't kill them instantly, we will have to go to Plan B.
What would Plan B exactly, Curtis Knox?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Eobard Thawne. If we can't go to Plan B, we must have to go to the final decision. If we can't have Lex Luthor creating and building his Kryptonian kryptonite gun to kill Superman immediately, the grand finale plan will have to be planning a plotting attack on Central City or in Gotham City or Star City or Metropolis. That will be our final plan and our final discussion tonight, gentlemen. Any of you gentlemen have the final answer now? Or do you have any other questions that you may like to add to this plotting evil plan?
I have one more actual question, Curtis Knox. How about I use my fear toxin gas to make citizens be afraid and make their fears and their nightmares come out and make their terrifying dreams come real?
Well, most likely, we could use your fear toxin gas, but I'm not sure if that would last long enough. So I probably would say no to your fear toxin gas, Scarecrow. And also another thing, I will stick with the normal plan that Eobard Thawne and Lex Luthor and I have planned. So thank you for attending for this private organized crime meeting. I also want to thank you, Luthor, for having the meeting here at Lexcorp.
You're welcome, Curtis Knox, especially you, Slade Wilson, and Black Manta, and Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, and Raj Al Ghul, and Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka your actual self, Scarecrow, and Bane. Anything I can help with, everything that we can make sure that we can get rid of those superheroes. Those young teenagers calling themselves the Young Justice and the Justice League and the Teen Titans.